Welcome to a new series on my channel, which is called Dadskillz, and this is where I aim to show you some very short, easy things you can do around the house that, going from the name, that your dad might have taught you, skills that are getting less and less today. So I hope someone finds this useful, and we'll crack on with the first one, which is how to wire a plug. So I've got myself a standard UK plug, and I've got a piece of wire. So first of all, I'm going to pop this off. That's a useful little instruction should you need that. And now I will just peel back the sheathing on this piece of cable. Okay, I've peeled back far more than I need. Cut that excess sheathing off. There we go. So we've got brown, which is live, blue, which is neutral, and yellow and green, which is earth. Next stage is open up your plug, and while it's down on a nice solid surface, we'll just undo one of those, and we're going to take one totally out, and that's your cord grip. That's where you'll put your flex into and stop it moving around. So there is neutral, which your blue wire will go into. At the top there, which will also be the longest wire going up there to the earth, which is labelled up. You see that sign for ground or earth? And then this side where the fuse is, that's live. And our live brown wire will go into there. So I've just popped the fuse out, and now we will get our stripped back cable. You need to place your wires where they're going to go in the plug. So that's the wrong way round. So if we turn that over there, so you see you're going to have your brown wire going that way, blue that way, and earth up in the middle. So now I'm going to screw that down. Okay, so because this is a relatively thick piece of flex, you see this is the cord grip, which I'm going to put back on. Now originally it was that way up, but there wasn't enough room. So now I've turned it this way up, and there'll be more than enough room. Okay, cord grip is started with my wires going the correct way, so now I'm going to turn it over. And now, as we've got the benefit of a flat table, I'm going to put it down on the table to do up. If you haven't got the use of a flat table, just be very careful, and I'll show you why in a moment. So that's nice and tight, and so that's not going to go anywhere. So that's the first important thing. So when you're doing these connections up in this cord grip, you can hold it like this, which is fine, but just make sure you don't slip and put your screwdriver through your hand, which I've seen done. So be careful with that. Right, okay. First one we're going to put in is our earth, and so that will wind its way around there, up to there, and now I can see the correct length. I can now cut that and strip some wire back. Okay, so I've got my earth wire stripped back there. Next important thing is just consolidate the braided wire, which is just twisting it round basically. Right, now it's consolidated, and I'm ready to screw that down. Next one we're going to put in is the neutral, which is this one. So that will wind its way around there. It's not very long, this one. Somewhere so I can see the length of that. So our neutral is now the correct length. I'm just going to consolidate that braided cable again. All those braids consolidated. The earth lies on the bottom there, and the neutral just pops over it into there. So we've got one more to go, which is live. So we measure out our cable again where it needs to go. Like there. Nice and there. Sheathing is being cut off, so now we'll consolidate these braids again. Braided cable. Right, okay, so our live wire is in place. We're just going to do that up now. Sometimes it's easier to have the fuse in the carrier just to stop it moving about. Okay, that's that. Okay, last thing to go in is the fuse. Just snap it in. This one you can see is brown, which is 13N. But obviously refer to the manufacturer's guidance on the appliance that you're rewiring to see what that appliance takes. Cord grip's nice and tight. Can't pull the flex out. If this cord grip was loose, you see here the longest wire you've got is the earth wire. That's so if these two get pulled out, the earth wire is the last thing to be pulled out of its terminal. And then, last thing to do, make sure it's nice and safe. Put the lid on. Plugs all wired, all nice and safe. Any questions or any comments, please do leave them below. Thank you.